Good morning, team. Welcome back to the commute. If you're new here, my name is Michael. I'm a school teacher, and this is my drive to and from work, where I spend 20 minutes having a chat with you. Fills in my time, and it makes this drive a little bit more fun for me, and a bit more productive. So yeah, it's lovely to have you along. It is the 13th of February 2026. It is Friday, last day of the week. Whoop, whoop. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and yeah, it's a bit of a rainy one today. But in true New Zealand style, it's still blooming hot, so you've got that subtropical humidity and it's sticky and I'm definitely I'm pointing down, but I should be pointing up. Definitely a northern hemisphere sort of person. I thrive in the cold and struggle in the heat, yet I live in a very warm country. Anyways, I thought I would talk to some books I have bought recently. Since being back from the UK, I haven't actually managed to get over to Xanadu, which I talk about nearly every bloomin' video, but it's my favourite bookstore. It's this ginormous warehouse. Oh, sorry David Gilmore, you're not coming on, I'll get copyrighted. It's this ginormous warehouse filled to the brim with books. Like, it is seriously ginormous. And it's all analog. It's not sorted on a spreadsheet. There's nothing digital. It's all in this lady's mind. She's called Briar, and she's absolutely wonderful. She knows exactly where every book is. If you ask, do you have this? She will know. And she's got hundreds of thousands of books. And she'll be exactly able to walk around and find that exact book for you. It's pretty amazing. Any road. I went and got some books that my uncle recommended to me. I was in the UK, and I asked for some book recommendations. And yes, Stephen reads a lot of sci-fi, so he recommended some books that I'd never heard of or never considered reading. And as I said, Briar being Briar had them. In fact, she had all 6. So I have picked up the Thomas Covenants by... oh, I can't remember the author's names. Anyways, the trilogy is called the Thomas Covenant Chronicles. I have no idea what they're about, other than that my uncle said I should read them and that he enjoyed them. And yeah, I bought 6 of them. So I got the first trilogy, which came in a hardback, all in one volume, which was quite nice. And then as well, I got the second trilogy, so 4, 5 and 6, and they're all individual books. As I said, in Briar's shop, nothing's over $5, which is absolutely wonderful. So I picked them up for $19, all 6 of them. New Zealand dollars, by the way, so gosh, that's about £10. No idea what that is in USD. Oh no, I would be able to convert it, because $6 US is roughly $10 here. Yeah, so about $12 US for those in America. Gosh, look at that. I don't know if you can see how low the cloud is. Have a look at this. Look at how misty and low that cloud is today. It's not a pretty day, is it? Gosh. Good for the trees. Good for the trees. Whoa. Right, I'm gonna pull you back. You got me? Hello. As well, I've been reading, I picked it up last hours at Xanadu in 2025. Briar was unloading boxes from her van of books to put in the shop, and I just had a nosy, as I do. And I pulled out a book called The Night Angel Trilogy by Brent Weeks. Never heard of Brent Weeks before, never heard of Night Angel. But the cover looked cool, and I like the sound of the story on the back. So I'm reading that at the moment. I'm about 80 pages in. Azoth has just changed his name to Kylar. And currently they are at the solicitors. And they've just crossed paths with Solon and the Jew Road, that's where I'm up to. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm really bad at starting and finishing things. I will start a million things and never finish anything. And I said to Georgia yesterday, I think Night Angel will be something I finish. It's very simply written, don't get me wrong. The words used are not too intricate, and it's simply written. It's an easy read. It's certainly not Tolkien or anything like that, but it's a good story, and I'm actually quite hooked. It's very fast-paced, I feel, which has kept me very engaged. The chapters are short, maybe a couple pages, and it goes in and out of scenes quite quickly, almost like a film. So 1 second it will be Azor's story, the next it'll be Solon's, and then someone else's. Kind of like how George Martin wrote Song of Ice and Fire. Each chapter was a different character. It's kind of like that. So yeah, quite fast-paced, simply written, but it's a good story so far. I've enjoyed it for what it's worth. As I said, Azor belonged to a guild, and it was essentially a slave for this guy called Rat. And yeah, they're just kids trying to have enough money to eat and survive and have a roof over their heads in the Warrens. And he became fascinated by this assassin called Durzo Balint. And eventually he tracks him down. Doesn't take long, like 20 pages to track him down, and asks to be his apprentice, and he has to prove himself. And yeah, as I said, I'm just up to him becoming an apprentice. Each book's about 300 pages long, which is quite unlike me. I like reading big books. Like, I like a good meaty book that I can really get lost in. But I suppose with this it's a trilogy, so all 3 books equate to a good 900,000 page epic. And then yeah, the Thomas Covenants. I haven't even read a first page of any of them, but I just grabbed them, as I said, at $5 each. If you don't like them, you just return them, or you pass them on to a friend or donate them. So yeah, one of the reasons I buy my books secondhand. If you know me, I do not buy brand new books unless like I am desperate and I cannot find it anywhere. I will always buy a book secondhand. Oh, toot. No idea who's tooting. But yeah, book-wise, that's me. Georgia and I have started watching the Indiana Jones. Neither I nor her have actually watched them before. So we watched the first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark. You could tell it was made in the 80s. It was very 80s. Yeah, the special effects were fantastic. Very, very old school, let's say. And the story was pretty 80s as well. But it was a good watch. Again, it was simple, but when you're tired you need something simple and nothing too hard to follow. And yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was worth. Georgia's watching Shameless on the telly, the US version, and I am watching Hello Hello, which is a British sitcom, and it's set in a French cafe, where this French cafe owner is stuck between helping the French resistance and pleasing the German soldiers. It's very funny, very British. Definitely wouldn't be allowed to be released today, let's say. But yeah, it's fantastic. I'm up to about series 3 of that. And then, yeah, we're just kind of back to normal. I'm head down, bum up at the moment, to be truthful. We're full steam ahead at work. All of our kids have started. So, you can imagine the paperwork. There's a lot of stuff to do at the start of the year. And yeah, Raymond and I have got a class of 17, which is really nice. Cohort 2 starts on the 9th of March, and so far we've only got 3 starting, but of course that goes up as people enroll. So yeah, it's been a pretty busy couple of weeks, and I've been knackered. I've been quite poorly actually. Because it's been so hot, I've been waking up in the middle of the night like really nauseous. So I've had quite poor sleep. Not been feeling amazing. I've just realised I've forgotten my hay fever tablet. I can feel my eyes now. I've been pretty unable to breathe because of the hay fever. And this is very embarrassing, but whilst I've got a fast metabolism and I may be slim, I'm really unfit, and I've lost all of my muscle that I used to have in high school. I used to be really fit in high school. At least I like to think so. I boxed, I was in sporting excellence, I did volleyball, I played football, you know, as you do when you're a kid. And since uni I just stopped everything. I got really unfit. And I kid you not, I did like a 10-minute ab workout not yesterday, a couple of days ago, maybe Monday? Yeah, Monday, because I was off Tuesday. Yeah, and seriously, I physically could not walk the next day. Like, it was excruciating. It was like both of my hips were in the most intense cramp I had ever felt in my life. Both sides of my hips were just excruciating. I couldn't stand straight. Like, I was walking like I was elderly. It was quite shocking. And yeah, Georgia took some videos. I said, put the camera away. I could not walk. I did some Googling. Apparently, again, very embarrassing, and I probably shouldn't be sharing this on the internet. If your abs are too weak, your hips compensate. So essentially, what the internet told me was I'm so weak that I injured my hips. Which sounds like something that would happen when you're not 22. So hey, yeah, that's about me. Oh, you're going, hello. It's very rare that someone from that direction goes that direction. But hello. So I'm just getting over that. Georgia and I are deciding to join a gym together. So I'm hoping I will build up some fitness and actually be able to do a 10-minute workout without hurting myself. Other than that, this week's been a bit of a survival week. I haven't gone to quiz night, I haven't gone to drama class. I've just been quite under the weather. So yeah, I'm on the mend, hopefully. Still got a cough. Georgia did test me for COVID and flu and, you know, the lot. And I don't have any of that, so I think I've just got a common cold. Speaking of coughing, I'm gonna put it into the universe. As well, I've started listening to, I wouldn't say it's a self-help book, it's more of I hate using the word spiritual, but it's more of a spiritual book. It's called The Power of Now, by Enoch Toll something, I don't know. I know his name starts with an A and his surname starts with a T. It's all about presence, and yeah, it's quite, I'm just going to use the word spiritual. It's quite a spiritual book, but it's been a great listen so far. I've listened to about 2-3 hours of it. It's on Spotify, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's a placebo, but since listening to it, I have felt better. I suppose that's why people read self-help books. It's like, wow, life's great now. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything lined up. Tamaj did ask to do something on Sunday. You going all the way around? Nope. So we might play tennis with Tamaj. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, and then drama class Monday, quiz night Wednesday. That's me really. We did go and see As You Like It at the Tapuna Quarry. They do a Shakespeare show every summer outside in this big natural amphitheatre. and a couple of our friends were in it, so we went and saw that. Been to the beach quite a lot. I had my first swim of the year, which was lovely. I do need to get to the beach more. I was very spoilt living in Åkra. We're a 5-minute walk from the beach, whereas now I'm a 20-minute drive from the beach, which some people don't even live near the beach, but just being 20 minutes away makes me go less, you know. It's like, oh, I've got to get in the car, oh, I've got to deal with traffic, oh, I've got to find a park. I've got one of our teachers, Swan, hooning on her e-scooter in the rain. I wasn't going to toot in case I scared her. But yeah, I'm basically at work. Feel like I just rambled today, as I do most days. But yeah, lovely to chat with you. Love to you and your family. I hope something makes you smile today. Yeah, I hope you have a good one. I will see you when I see you. Probably, I don't know, if there's something to talk about next week, there's something to talk about next week. If not, then yeah. Anyways, ta-ra!